Okay, I'll try this one more time. So this is the app that I built, or that I had built, I guess, working with AI. Um, it's basically, it can replace any recipe book that you have. I'm still working on it. It's going to have some really cool features, but this is just a sample recipe. So I haven't used this bread recipe. It's just an example of how it works. But basically, what it is makes it easy if you want to multiply your batches. It gives you all the ingredients down here, and then how much you're going to need for 3 loaves or whatever you're going to do. You can add ingredients by going here. You can name them, you can delete them. If you find that you need to change some of the ingredients, it's all editable. So you can change from 425 to 430 or whatever. You can list all the steps right here, and all the steps have a timer. So whoever the bake here, so we can add a timer to the bake section, and once you do that, it'll stay there. So this says for 25 to 30 minutes, so we can change it to 30 minutes. And then you can start it whenever you know are ready to get there, and it'll count down. We don't want to do that, but it'll say when it gets to the end, it'll say what step it's reminding you of. So if you have several timers going, each time the timer will go off, it'll say what step it's alerting you for. You can edit it here. You can delete it here. You can add notes down here, and then it has a batch notes section, so you can take notes on each batch that you make, whether you liked it, how many of whatever you made, the quantity here, tasting notes, changes that you made from the original recipe. The way that I use this is if I make any changes, I'll say added more sugar, changed recipe above, so I don't forget. So I'll go back to the original recipe, make the change, and then when you go down to make your next batch, you can click on here and say, what did it change? Okay, I changed that, and I already updated it just to make it a little easier. But you can print or save this as a PDF by going here. You can share this with anybody. Well, sorry, you can share it to like Facebook or Instagram. If you go here, save image, and then it pops up as a cool shareable form like that. And one of the coolest features is, say if you want to do 5 loaves of this focaccia, you can go to 5 and then click up here to the grocery list. Actually, it doesn't matter changing the quantity there, because you change the quantity here. So you want a grocery list for 5 loaves of sourdough focaccia. These are all the ingredients in grams and pounds. Sometimes when you're baking large quantities, grams are a lot more precise, but you have both options here. You can share this list to any iOS, text, notes, whatever. You can share it there. You can copy it to paste anywhere. If you want to change the quantity, click edit. You can change the quantities there. And there's also categories. So say if you have soups and breads and omelets, you can go to the settings right here, add a category, omelets, it'll be blue. You can change the colors by clicking on the colors, just to make it a little easier to find things. And then when you add a different recipe, go down here, click on category, and then keep that as bread. So then what you do with that is you could have a ton of recipes. They would all be lined up along here, and you would go to the categories section up here and click on bread, and then only the breads would show. Click on omelets, and only your omelet recipes would show. So this is a feature that I'll be working on later, where the idea is you can search for anything and there's built-in AI where it will search the internet for the most common, popular, high-rated dishes from like food.com or recipes.com, and it'll pre-populate a new recipe right here for you. So that's getting a little bit beyond my knowledge level, but I'm working on it. But I think it'll be really cool once it works. There's a couple other settings menus. If you have a business logo, if this is for a business, you can add that here. You can change the colors of some of the app icons. You can change the timer chime here, and dark mode if you like that. So I think that's it.